be some flooding, huh?
Yeah, I suppose it's too much to hope for Damien Smith to be washed down some drain and drown like a rat. And, of course, Bobby could probably just dive in after him. I don't get it.
Do you think that he deliberately chose to go after her?
What would he gain?
It's more clear what they lost. So glad it's not a sunny day. BJ with sunshine. Sweet little face. You remember when they were all over here? And that was just... It was just a few days ago. She danced around and showed us her ballet. So sweet, so unburdened, and so alive. And you could almost see the kind of woman that she was going to grow up to be. Kid, please, jackets and boots out on the porch, and I have a towel here for Foster, so don't let him drip all over my rug.
So how are the salt mines?
Oh, they were all right. My cruiser brought a gardener snake to school. It got loose during mass. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Ferguson.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Really? I'll take that. Anybody want some oatmeal cookies?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Can you put this out for me?
Yes, my love.
Oh, Tony, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what to say to you.
Well, Lucas will be glad to see you.
Is Bobby?
No, she left with Damien.
You have a right to basic human
Damien.
Just let me hold you.
Nobody should say goodbye at a hospital. Do you mind?
It's your place.
General Hospital, brought to you by...
Maxie.
Mac, he knows I'm here. All set?
Just about. I have some things in the other room. I'll be in the other room. I told Maxie I was going to keep in touch with her, and I will.
Oh, that'll mean a lot. If you give us some general idea where you are, we'll follow your travels on the map and read about the places where you're having all of your adventures. It wasn't meant as a zinger.
It felt like one.
Well, I think I'm entitled to a zinger or two.
Maybe so.
You're leaving. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always been.
What's happening with you and Mac?
We're not getting married.
Why? If you want me to mind my own business, just say so.
Mind your own business.
What happened?
I'm still trying to figure that out for myself. Actually, sometimes I think he knows me better than I know myself. Even better than you know me, and I think that says a lot.
Oh, I'm sure it had a lot to do with me coming back into the picture.
No. Would you like for me to say yes so that you have something else besides Maxie to feel guilty about when you're sitting around the fire at the wee hours of the morning?
No, I just thought
If
that
you're going to pay so much attention to your ego, you're going to wind up feeling responsible for the ozone layer and the waxy yellow buildup.
Waxy yellow.
Never mind. You're off the hook. Mac's not interested in you. He's interested in me.
Well, if that's a relief.
Well, I think you're just having trouble adjusting to the fact that I have a life of my own.
Says who?
Says me.
You! Right back to you we go again, huh? Talk about ego.
My ego is spelled with a small e. Your ego is definitely spelled with a capital E.
Well, that was a zinger. That was definitely a zinger.
Did they salute you at the WSB?
I don't know, but maybe they ought to start. You know, I'm not as egocentric as all of that. I left a couple of years ago for you mostly, because I couldn't provide what you needed. But you were definitely right about one thing.
What?
I never imagined you with another man. The thought never entered my mind. And when I found you had something real with Mac, well, I can't deny that I had something of a pang. Call it envy if you want. I was very happy for you.
I was happy for me, too.
Well, I'm glad we're all so happy.
You know, it was Mac's idea to risk his neck to come after you. Of course, he did it for Maxie. He'd do anything for Maxie. But then I realized he did as much for me and for himself. The problem was there were too many pieces of the puzzle that were missing. And he's very compulsive in that way. And I wanted to just sweep everything under the bed, so to speak. Not Mac.
Under whose bed?
Good point.
You know how beautiful you are right now? You don't, do you? Just look in my eyes. See what I'm seeing.
It's not me. It's somebody I wish I was.
When did you start doubting yourself? How did it happen?
Nothing lasts forever.
It does if you care for it and appreciate it. And I do. Bobby, I've had enough emptiness in my life. You fill me up.
I feel the same. Damien.
Are you crying?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're safe. You can feel anything that you need to feel. Sadness, the loneliness, the anger. from yourself, from me if necessary. Oh, you don't have to be defensive at all. Just let it all go. The loneliness, sadness. Know that you are safe and loved. Because you are. My darling, you are.
So I was about to throw him out bodily, and Bobby arrived, and she basically heaped some more blame on me, and then Damien said he intended to comfort and console her, and so I said, be my guest.
Oh, Tony, no.
And somewhere in there, Frisco arrived, and that was probably a lucky thing because I was ready to hurt somebody.
Well, what do you expect, Tony? You have been hurt terribly.
Well, it's over now. I'm just, I've got to get through the memorial service for BJ and then talk to somebody about a divorce, I guess.
You know, I'm sure that you feel that right now, but, you know, don't close your doors. I mean, things can change, Tony.
Oh, yes, they can. A few months ago, I was happily married with kids.
Well, what about Lucas? Where does he fit into all this? Tony, first his mother was taken from him, then I was taken from him, and now he's lost his sister. And you're planning on taking Bobby away from him, too? Or were you going to give Bobby custody of this child and have you taken away from him? Don't you see, Tony, it is a no-win situation for all of you. Listen, all I'm saying is take it slowly. Just think things through. And don't base all your decisions on these emotions of yours, which are so unstable right now. The main thing is for both you and Bobby to manage this thing with as much kindness and compassion as the two of you can muster. At least for Lucas's sake, okay?
Dad?
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna be up in the attic. Mom said we can go exploring.
Okay, any money you find, I get 25%.
15.
Deal.
Deal. Okay.
Boys, plates and glasses go back to the kitchen when you're through. We don't want to encourage the resident mouse population.
But catch one, I can keep it for a pet.
No, honey. They, like their freedom. What do you want to bet? He's planning on using that little mouse to terrify Mrs. Ferguson into some kind of a nervous breakdown so he never has to go back to that math house again.
That's my bambino.
Oh. This is a perfect day for a fire. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Of course, the next we'll have a heat wave and the whole damn city will go on a crime spree. Comfy?
Supremely.
We deserve this, don't we?
I know. I almost feel guilty being so happy when the people we love are going through such a rough time. I know. It almost makes me worry that we don't have anything to worry about.
Makes sense to me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Phil.
Ah. Does it make sense to you, Spanky?
Spanky? Our gang?
That's us. Spanky, you're Darla. Lucky's Alfalfa, and I'm Buckwheat.
I keep wondering how BJ's death could have been avoided.
Drunk driver. They'll throw the book at him.
You know, it could have been Lucky. Could have been me and the baby.
It wasn't.
It's weird, you know? I mean, 1 minute BJ's probably sitting on the bus, looking out the window, thinking about school or something. Then all of a sudden, bam. It's over. I just never thought somebody younger than me would die. You?
No. What do you think happens when you die?
I don't know. Do you believe in heaven?
Yeah, I think. I think there's a place that your soul goes to afterwards.
Yeah, but what's a soul, you know? I mean, is it like protoplasm or something?
I don't think we can see it.
Yeah, but can souls see other souls? Can they talk to each other, you know?
I hope so. I would love to see my dad again. And my mother.
So I bet heaven's a really cool place.
Yeah.
Gosh. But I was just, feeling my heart, and I wonder if Maxie feels different with BJ's heart in her, you know?
Well, no, my heart, it's just a muscle.
Yeah, but still. I mean, it's like having a part of another person in you. I bet you feel connected with them, you know?
Do you think that, BJ knows she saved Maxie's life?
If she's in heaven, she does.
Well, does having BJ's heart make Maxie partly Lucas's sister?
Gosh, that gets confusing. I don't know. He's a pretty cool kid. I hope he's all right.
Are you all right? I'm sure you haven't had any lunch yet. Why don't I order us an omelet or maybe a little wine? We can figure out what to do
No,
next.
please, no. Not yet.
The best thing that ever happened to me was your leaving the way you did.
Oh, I see.
Well, actually, it's the second best. First best is you coming into my life, we sharing what we shared, and having Maxie.
You know, I remember this kind of logic. Your logic. No wonder Mac got cold feet.
He didn't get cold feet. He saw you with me and Maxie, and it gave him some new insights. And when he shared it with me, I realized that he was right. Maybe for the wrong reasons.
No, wait a minute. Insights on why it was so great that I wasn't around anymore, or...
Yes. No. Stop interrupting. It's very complicated.
No kidding.
See, when you left, I thought that was the best thing that ever happened to me, and my life is all going to be downhill from here.
Okay.
I thought the only thing I had left of us was Maxie. But then I grew up, and I discovered that I can accept my losses, and I just discovered myself, and I think I'm pretty darn special.
Well, you finally figured out what I've known all along, then.
I just had to appreciate myself for myself, and not myself with you. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think I'm getting a headache.
Would you like me to stop?
No. Actually, I'm starting to get used to all this again.
Well, you said that you left partly because you couldn't give me what I needed. But the funny thing is you gave me exactly what I needed. I learned to believe and trust in myself, just like you believed and trusted in me. And you knew everything would be fine, ultimately.
Of course.
Mac needs for me to need him, and I don't.
Love, yes. Need, no.
I just don't think the marriage would work. I would like to be close friends with him, though, for a long time.
And you and I?
One soul, two bodies, going our separate ways. It's people together. I'm always with you. All I have to do is look at Maxie. I want to see something. I saved this. I thought if you ever came back, I'd ask you to play it for Maxie.
My guitar! Do me wrong, well, do me right. Tell me lies, but hold me tight. Save your goodbyes for the morning light. But don't let me be lonely tonight. I don't want to be lonely tonight. No, no. I don't want to be lonely tonight. I'm glad you saved this. You know what we are?
What?
We're very lucky to have our little girl. You know, I wanted to ask you, is that her jungle gym out there?
Yes, she loves it. I can't wait to see her come home and hang on that upside down by her heels.
Upside down? Little daredevil, is she?
Like father, like daughter.
No, like mother.
You'll get soaked.
What, are you afraid of a little water?
Are you?
Oh, look at this. There's only 48 stars. Well, that's before Hawaii and Alaska. Check out his bike, Sly. Wonder who it belonged to. Does it work? Well, it needs a lube job and probably some air in the tires. It's pretty cool, though. Hey. Hey, what's this? Ray, look at this. Oh, it's a fishing rod. Cool. Yeah. Hey, I wonder if there's a reel around here somewhere. Yeah. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. I've got something. Is it a reel? No, it's solid. Yeah? What? Oh, wait. I've got it. Yeah?
You think maybe a scholarship to the ballet school in BJ's name would be a nice way to...
Lucky!
Dad!
What?
Jesus, Sly, I can't...
Tony and Bobby Jones's daughter, BJ, was killed in a school bus accident yesterday.
Oh, my God.
When they brought her to the hospital, she was brain dead. They had the courage and the generosity to donate her heart to her cousin, Maxie, who was dying of congestive heart failure.
Where have I been?
Well, it happened very fast. Not a lot of people knew about it. Anyway, Maxie is doing pretty good, and I guess the memorial service for BJ will be later.
The Joneses must be devastated.
Yeah, almost everything hit the fan at once. Not only did they lose their daughter, but thanks to your friend Damien, he just might be responsible for destroying their marriage.
What?
You surprised? Really? You don't have a clue that he has been after Bobby? Can't believe. Here you are, Damien Smith's best friend in Port Charles, and you didn't know that. I wonder what else you don't know.
Good question.
Yeah. It's a very good question. Ned, you brought the devil among us. What are you going to do about it?
Thought I kissed away those tears.
Everything's such a mess.
Not everything, I hope.
Oh, no, not this. It's just that this makes everything else seem so much worse.
If I could bring BJ back, I would. I'd do anything for you. Anything at all.
If I asked you to forget me?
Anything but that. You've left an imprint on my heart, lady. You can't ask me to forget you. If I have to walk away, I will. I swore I'd never interfere with your marriage, and I have. I am so sorry for the pain I've caused you. But don't ask me to be sorry about what we just shared. Don't ask me to be sorry about this. I can't. And I won't.
I'll never forget this either, but I just feel like life and death are all tangled up, and I can't seem to separate the two right now. I can't let myself feel anything, good or bad.
You're in shock. Nature's way of protecting the mind and heart.
Oh, God help me when it starts to wear off.
You let me be the strong one.
I feel your strength. I do. And it's sustaining me.
And I'll keep on sustaining you until you don't need me anymore. Think that won't happen? Tony's in shock, too. As time passes, the shock will go away. He's gonna regret having shut the door. He'll reach out to you, and you'll want to be there. You know that your family is the most important thing to you. You still have a son. And Lucas is gonna need you more than ever.
How do you know so much?
All I know is that I'd do anything for you. Even give you up if necessary.
Are you okay?
I had no idea what it was. I hate guns. I would not have gotten near it if I knew.
All right, you're all right. You're okay. He's all right.
All right, sweetie. Yeah, it was over on the eaves over there, and Sly was pointing out, and all of a sudden there was this big explosion, and he was lying in the middle of the floor. I thought I'd been shot.
I did too. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes.
Now listen to me. You never ever touch another gun again.
Okay, my dad, he used to have a gun. I know better than that.
Smith & Wesson 38. wonder what it's doing in the eaves of this old house.
Listen, boys, why don't you go back downstairs and, you can play in Lucky's room, okay? And your dad and I are going to just take a look around this attic and make sure there are no more unpleasant surprises.
All right, where's Foster?
He's probably under the sofa.
And listen, the next time you come across something and you're not sure what it is, just leave it alone, okay?
Yeah, that goes for any gun, you guys. Even mine, even if you're sure it isn't loaded. You hear?
Yes, sir.
And you?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be down in a minute, all right? Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I'm shaking.
Well, I think they learned a valuable lesson. Hopefully it'll save their lives one day.
Oh. Yes, well, I guess that's the silver lining in this situation, isn't it?
What else do you think is up here?
I don't know.
Better have a look.
Lou?
Huh? What you found?
It looks very strange.
Damien is a hard-nosed, successful businessman, not that different from grandfather or me.
You know, just because you two went to school together and he used that association to worm his way into ELQ, it doesn't mean you have to defend him. Will you please wise up before it is too late?
With all due respect, I'm not exactly a babe in the woods.
Well, there are lots of things you don't know.
Like what?
Well, business between him and Bobby. That must give you some indication of what kind of a man he is.
Everybody has a few personal skeletons in their closet. I don't think either one of us is in the position to cast stones.
You're right. And I don't want to bring this down to a personal level, Ned. So let's just keep it at ELQ, all right? We don't need Damien.
Monica, how should I put this? I would never attempt to perform a triple bypass. So please, don't you start messing in business politics. I know what I'm doing. Even grandfather grudgingly admits that things are well in hand. And if I have to spend all my time jockeying for votes just because Damien happens to be voting with me, we'll all suffer.
You know what happened to Faust when he tried to beat the devil at his own game? Well, it didn't come out very well, did it? Come on, Ned. We're in a lot of serious trouble if you don't start to see Damien for the man he is.
The devil.
The devil himself.
This is lovely. I'm just not very hungry.
Well, I'll take it to mean that I've satisfied you another way. What?
Exactly. What?
You mean what just happened?
I think we both know what just happened.
You mean what's to happen in the immediate future? Well, I think that you should stay here for a couple of hours, get your bearings. Then go talk to Tony. See if you can talk to him with reason. You can't. You mustn't keep you away from Lucas. And he can't legally deny you access to the house.
You see everything so clearly.
So will Tony eventually, if he doesn't use me as an excuse to cloud the issues. So as much as it kills me, I think that I should do it. I think maybe you should use the bathroom.
You're asking for it, Buster. And this time you're gonna get it in spades.
I held my handstand 5 seconds longer than than you did.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's talk push-ups, huh? I'd still be doing them out there if you hadn't tickled me. That's an
yeah?
automatic cheat. I knew you were going to start cheating when we got competitive. Oh, now it starts getting cold, doesn't it?
Oh.
How are you going to go bald if you dry your hair like that?
Oh.
The dressing gown. Why would it be stuffed down behind the eaves like that and got a bunch of rust on it?
That's not rust, darling. That looks like dried blood.
Do, come in.
I warned you. I warned you more than once. And now I'm really, really angry.
I could tell.
Don't look so smug, because the jig is up. Forget about your charm, and forget about bribery, and forget about using your rather dubious sexual appeal, because I am not going to be conned into keeping quiet any longer.
Quiet? You, Lucy?
Shut up. You have miscalculated. You got to know me when I was under a lot of stress, shall we say. I was needy and very vulnerable, but that is not the real Lucy Coe. The real Lucy Coe is a formidable opponent, especially when I'm in my fighting trim, and I definitely am back in fighting trim. Now, you listen, and you listen good. You stay the hell away from Bobby Jones. You don't look at her, you don't smile at her, you don't talk to her, and if you happen to meet her in the street, pretend you don't even know her. She does not exist for you. You got it? Because if you don't, I swear to you, I will do every single thing that I threatened to do and more. I swear.
And exactly what did you threaten to do, Lucy?
You bastard.
I gotta go. I love you.
I know.